Well, look at this. More winning. More winning. MAGA wins again. The House of Representatives, this is anticipated, but it wasn't a done deal. House of Representatives will remain in Republican hands. How about that? So President Trump will have the House of Representatives, the United States Senate, and of course, the White House. This is great. This is fantastic. And I personally have not fully really processed the scope and scale and the magnificence of the achievement of last week and beyond, what it means. It means all great things, but still, I'm savoring it. I'm in awe of it. And when you go into the little numbers, the little exit polls and all that stuff, oh, take a look at this. This is an interesting way to look at it. We have about 3,100 counties in America. Donald Trump won 2,600 of them, and Kamala Harris only won 525. Granted, a lot of populous counties in her count, but it shows you, doesn't it? I think it's awesome. And again, all 7 swing states. He nailed it. All 7. Remember how we were on pins and needles for such a long time? What's going to happen here? Let's see here. Support from young black men doubled from 2020. Black men under the age of 45 voted for Trump, doubled. Women ages 18 through 29. He won that group? 61%? He made significant gains with young voters nationally. Hispanic support, higher than anybody in the GOP since 1976 at the presidential level. One Latino men, 54% of them. Also, in Democrat strongholds like Brooklyn, New Jersey, and Chicago, he didn't win those, but he made inroads enough to make Democrats very, very nervous about the trend. And in California, Trump performed better than any Republican in 2 decades. All this after they put him through all that, right? Hauling him downtown, all that stuff. I am so proud of everybody, quite frankly, for seeing right through this. They thought, I really think they thought that once they threw the cuffs on him, that MAGA would get nervous and run for the hills, or he would just be overwhelmed. They were talking to the wrong group, right? They don't know us, and they don't know him. They don't know him. We know the country. We know how insane it is right now. And beyond MAGA, regular people, Democrats, a lot of folks, unless you're crazy woke left, none of this stuff is good. And it's about time we start reeling in the federal government. Everybody seems to know that the FBI has gotten totally out of hand, right? The deep state is real. The Central Intelligence Agency, the open plotting and scheming against a democratically elected president in 2016, trying to sabotage his presidency. Those days are over. And you're not going to be messing with our First Amendment rights, not under President Trump. Did you see? This came out over the weekend. It has momentum, velocity. He's not messing around. It is good.
Sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately.
This is what freedom sounds like, everybody. I almost forgot. And he has the power to do all this stuff.
Within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis- or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are.
I got a person you got to talk to right away. I think he's one of the Human Resources, and his name is Elvis Chan, an FBI agent who was colluding with Twitter prepping the battlefield. Oh, that Hunter Biden laptop is all nonsense. Trust me, Twitter. Trust me. These guys, it's unbelievable, but they're not going to get away with it. All right, one more.
To confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year calling-off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. The time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter.
Yeah, that Elvis guy I was just telling you about, Elvis Chan. You hear of those 3-letter agencies? I didn't know we had that many. DNI, DOS, DA. That's a lot of stuff. All right, one more.
The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we will begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
And God bless him. You know, the media for months, they were saying he's going to have people arrested who disagree with him. I mean, the lies, right? This is for everybody. This is for everybody. This is for Democrats who don't like them, liberals, whatever. You're free to say what you want. Now, there are some exceptions, like if you're plotting a terror attack, right, we can go after you. And if you're exploiting children, all right, very reasonable exceptions. What a time, huh? How many presidents have we had? He's going to be the 47th president. And actually, in a way, I think we've only had, 46? Grover Cleveland. He was the first non-consecutive 2-term president, right? Let's see here. I don't really recognize any of these guys. Okay, Grover Cleveland. The guy in the middle is Harrison. And the guy next to him is Grover Cleveland again, right? That's the last time something like this has happened. Take a look at how it looks updated to today, right? There they go, President Trump, Joe Biden, and he's back. Bookended. It makes this presidency of Joe Biden look insignificant, doesn't it? And everything, just about everything. There's still a lot of damage, I guess, that can't be undone. Afghanistan, all the lives lost in Ukraine, that kind of stuff. But it's getting better, a lot better.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.